Hey, Shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Kwakadash, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. And give whatever honor to the apostles of great millstone, who have taught me this truth. I want to give it peace and blessings to the Akim across the four corners of the earth who teach this truth and risk their life to do so. It's going to be a quick video. Lord, the video is edifying. Lord, I can get something from this video. Just quick video in Proverbs. I was reading through Proverbs earlier, and I got a couple things highlighted I wanted to just address and make a video about, just to help not only myself but whatever I can watch the video. I say this in a couple. I said this in a couple of videos back. Proverbs and Sirach are like the two main go-to books that I go to for instruction as far as how to do our best to walk upright and what to look for and what a man of the Lord is and what are the things that we need to strive for and things that we need to do as far as changing our ways into righteousness. Because obviously we were, I can speak for myself. I was raised in America, man, and when you're raised in America, you're raised to be sinful. You're raised under the wicked vibration of those who control the world. Okay, and when you get exposed to this truth and you become illuminated, you have to walk in a new way. And in the beginning, it can be a challenge. It is a challenge, right? Well, I know it was for me because you fall, you slip and you fall. And then even during the walk, right, it's a challenge because it's a fight every day. Some days are easier than others, but indeed, you got hard days. You got days, where it's tough. You got days where it's not so tough, but that's what makes it a fight. That's what makes it, that's what makes it the truth. That's what makes it the straight gate. That's what makes it narrow. Okay. And with the walk, with walking this walk, you gain a thing called experience, right? Which experience gives you wisdom. Okay. And you have to know how to, through experience, right? If you apply it and apply wisdom the right way, then you're able to guide and know exactly what to do and exactly what not to do. Okay. What triggers the old man, what don't. When I can come to you with questions, if you have more experience than brothers, then you can give brothers, pointers on things of what to do because you experienced already. It's a quote that says that a smart man learns from his mistakes, a wise man learns from the mistakes of others. So if a brother had went through something and he's like, hey, you don't, do this so you don't go down that path, then it's wise to listen to the brother, right? Because he's giving you wisdom. Okay, he's giving you instruction. He's giving you knowledge about a situation that he's experienced. Okay, this is Proverbs 4, and I'll start at 1. It says, "Hear ye children, the instruction of a father, and attend to no understanding. For I give you good doctrine. Forsake ye not my law." Right, the law, statutes, and commandments. It says, "For I was my father's son, tender, only beloved in the sight of my mother. He taught me also and said unto me, let thine heart retain my words, keep my commandments and live." Okay, so you gotta let your mind retain these words, right? And towards the end of this video, I'm gonna show brothers kind of what I do, because, well, not kind of what I do, or what I just started doing to comprehend better, and Lord willing that brothers could use this tool, whatever brothers. Whatever tools brothers go to, if that works for you, it works for you in order to comprehend. But, if brothers need a tool, I'm going to show you at the end of this video what I just started doing. Okay, this is Proverbs, because you can read, right? But if you're not grasping or understanding what you're reading, then, you know what I mean? Then, you just reading, you just talking, you got to be able to understand it. You got to be able to know what words mean and know, what that word meant right there. And, to get the full context of the sentence, to get the full understanding of what's being said. In this case, the scriptures. Okay. It says, get wisdom, get understanding. Forget it not, neither decline from the words of my mouth. It says, forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee. I'm going to go to the blue letter as well. Let's go to 4 in the blue letter. It says, he then taught me, I'm reading it in NIV. It says, then he taught me, and he said to me, take hold of my words with all your heart. Keep my commandments, and you will live. Okay, it says, get wisdom, get understanding. When it says scriptures talk about heart, it is going into mind, in the cases like this, right? It said, matter of fact, let's just prove that real quick. So it says right here, inner parts, mist, inner man, mind, will, heart, understanding. Okay, conscience. Okay, mind, knowledge, thinking, reflection. Okay, in your mind. Okay, it says, so you want to retain it. It says, let your heart retain my words, keep my commandments, and live. You got to retain it in your mind. Okay. Now let me go back to the NIV in 5. It says, get wisdom, get understanding. Do not forget my words or turn away from them. Do not forsake wisdom, and she will protect you. Love her, and she will watch over you. The beginning of wisdom is this: get wisdom, though it costs all you have. Get understanding. So I'm gonna read it in the KJV. Also, like I got the new KJV here. Let me go to this real quick. Primary is this, and then parallel is the NIV. Let me go. Slack about that. Let me go back to 6. It says, forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee. Where was I? All right, 5. It says, get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not, neither decline from the words of my mouth. It says, I'm going to say NIV now. It says, do not forsake wisdom, and she will protect you. Love her, she will watch over you. Okay, it says the beginning of wisdom is this: get wisdom, though it costs all you have. So on 7, it says wisdom is a principal thing, right? It's the principal thing. It's above all, okay? When it comes to things like it, okay? It says, therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding, okay? It says, exalt her, and she shall promote thee. She shall bring thee to honor when thou dost embrace her. And wisdom does do that, right? When you have understanding of something, when you have experience and when you have wisdom, you could get in and out of a lot of things, a lot of troubles. You'll be getting in and out of, like, whenever troubles come your way, wisdom will get you out of there. When you use wisdom, oh no, I ain't going that way. I'm gonna make it right, or I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. You see a lot of people on a day-to-day basis, they don't operate through wisdom because majority of people don't have it. That's why when these people get pulled over, which is a small example, when these people get pulled over, they want to argue back and forth with the cop, okay? But scriptures tell you, which is wisdom, it says what? It says, agree with thy adversary while he is in the way of thee, okay? When you argue, you don't argue in the street, you argue in court, okay? It said, I can speak for myself. Most times, like when I've got pulled over, I threw up a prayer to the Lord. I prayed to the Lord, and he delivered me from the situation. Okay. And I wasn't, I didn't pray to the Lord and then combat the cop. No, you got to understand wisdom. What did the Lord tell us to do? Okay. Agree with thy adversary. Okay. When he's in the way of thee. All right. Okay. No problem, sir. Yes, sir. No problem, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. That's wisdom, man. Right. And I'll take it a step further. That cop could be having a fucked up day. Right. He could be having a fucked up day, man. He could be trigger happy and all that shit, right? And then he run into somebody like you, if you're implying wisdom, and you can make his whole day better by doing that. And then when he pulls over the next person, right, he's a little bit more patient with the next person. But if you pissed him off, and then the next person pissed him off, and then the next person pissed him off, then what do you think he's going to do? He's going to eventually fucking snap. It may not be that day, but it might be that year, right? If it continues to happen, because he's going to have to stand on his brain of, a bad, a negative outlook on when he pulls people over, right? Now, obviously, right, the Lord controls the steps of a man, right? He directs the steps of a man, life. The Lord controls life and death, okay? But I was just giving an example on using wisdom, okay? This is Proverbs 4, and I'm gonna say this too, the Lord controls whether you go to jail or not. The Lord controls everything, man. The Lord controls everything. Okay. But you still want to apply wisdom. You still want to apply wisdom, and the Lord, will deliver the upright out of any situation that they get into. Okay, maybe sometimes it won't be like how you think it will be, but eventually the Lord will deliver his men. Okay. This is Proverbs 4:8. It says, "Exalt her, and she shall promote thee. She shall bring thee to honor when thou dost embrace her." I'm gonna go to the NIV. It says, "She will give you a garland to grace." That's like I'll read it in the KJV. It says, "She shall give to thine head an ornament of grace, a crown of glory shall she deliver to thee. Hear, O my son, and receive my sayings, and the years of thy life shall be many. I have taught thee in the way of wisdom. I have led thee in right paths." Okay, now let me go back to the Bible app. Let's get it in here. It says, take fast hold of instruction. Let her not go. Keep her, for she is thy life. Wisdom is your life, man. Okay, you need it. Okay, it says enter like water. It says enter not, because if you can get things, and if you don't understand what to do with them, or you don't have wisdom, then you'll lose it. Okay, it says enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not into the way of evil men. Okay, scriptures also say, well, follow not a multitude to do evil. It says avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it and pass away. It says avoid it, man. Avoid it. Okay, pass not by it. Don't even tip yourself with it. Okay, when you read in Sirach, it says that, treat sin as the face of a serpent, roughly paraphrasing the scripture. If you see a snake right now, you're going to be like, oh, shit. It says avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away. It says, for they sleep not except they have done mischief, right? And if you look at the wicked man, which is Edom, right? He sleeps not, except he has caused trouble or caused them to fall. Okay, it says, and their step is taken away unless it's like in their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. Okay, and indeed, that's what they do. I mean, it's evident throughout their history. It says, my son, attend to my words, incline thine ear unto my sayings. Let them not depart from thy eyes. Keep them in the midst of thine heart, for they are life unto those that find them, and health to all their flesh. It says, keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Okay. Now let me go to Proverbs 4:23 really quick and read it in the NIV. It says, above all else, guard your heart, right? Heart is talking about mind, right? We just proved that, which I'll prove it again here, right? That word for heart is led, which is inner man, will, heart, understanding, inner part, okay? Right? Mind, right? It says what? It says, keep thy heart, keep thy mind, okay, with all diligence, okay, with all diligence, guard it, right? It says, for out of it are the issues of life. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. So above else, guard your mind, okay? For everything you do flows from it. So you got to guard your mind, man. And to show you how important your mind is, the number one attack that these enemies try to trigger is your mind, right? When they want you to go off, what they do, they push it in front of you. They try to get in your mind, right? When you're boxing, right, your opponent will try to get in your mind to fuck you up, man. You got to guard your mind, okay? It says, let thine eyes look right on, and let thine eyelids look straight before thee. It says, ponder the path of thy feet, and let all thy ways be established. Let me read that in NIV. It says, give careful thought to the paths of you for your feet, and be steadfast in all thy ways, right? And I'll go to the note, the path of thy feet, and let all thy ways be established, okay? Right? So ponder, the path of your feet, and let all your ways be established, okay? Which means what? You're not wavering, okay? You're not wavering, man. You're sure, okay? It says, turn not to the right hand, nor to the left, remove thy foot from evil, okay? Now, I mentioned earlier in the video a thing that I do to comprehend after you read, or after I read Proverbs or read Sirach or a story. Just really Proverbs and Sirach, what I do it in to comprehend. I just take down what I learned from this passage or what I learned from this chapter. Okay. And that's one thing that brothers can do. You know, comprehending what you're reading is very important, man. How can you understand if you can't comprehend? Reading is cool, right? But if you're not comprehending and grasping what you're reading, you're not going to understand it, man. And you're going to forget some things, right? So it's good to jot down in your notes afterwards what you picked up, what you just read, man. Okay. Now, you know, it might work for some brothers. Some brothers might have other things that might work for them. But this right here, it works for me. Brothers, feel free to use it if need be. Okay. So with that, low one of the videos edifying, low only I can got something from this video. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Kakadash. I want to tell you, brothers, keep pushing on to the next. Shalom.